Hey y'all, Justin here with your dispatch from Detroit, the first of many. People have been asking me what's going on in Detroit, give us a weekly update, so here you are. Boom. These weekly updates are going to be short and upbeat and full of things that you probably won't be hearing about Detroit in the mainstream media. Why? Because the mainstream corporate media sucks at covering what's happening in Detroit. On the waterfront, U.S. bankruptcy judge Stephen P. Rhodes declared this week that he was powerless to stop the city's aggressive water shutoff program. He said that he does not have the authority to override the Chapter 9 bankruptcy proceedings and stop the city with a temporary restraining order. He also said that even if he had that power, he wouldn't do it, and that there's no enforceable right to water, which basically makes water in the city of Detroit a luxury. We think that's messed up, and the Detroit Water Brigade is working to help families that are facing shutoffs, over 300 per day, or thousands a week. When families get their water shut off, at least half of them we know aren't able to get it back on because they don't have the money. The other half find the money somehow to pay the bill or get on a payment plan. For both of those groups of people, though, they still need water while their water's off, so we're delivering water to them and also helping them learn how to use rainwater barrels and other conservation techniques to keep water flowing in their house. On the bankruptcy front, this week the Detroit City Council voted to remove emergency manager Kevin Orr, who was appointed by Governor Rick Snyder, Tea Party Michigan State Governor, to run the city into and hopefully out of bankruptcy. Unfortunately, he won't be leaving until after the bankruptcy proceedings are over, which could go on for several more weeks because there's still at least one holdout creditor trying to get more land and money from the city. Syncora, the second largest creditor, settled their issues last week with the city after the city agreed to give them a bunch of stuff, including a parking lot lease, a lease on the Detroit-Canada tunnel, and like $70 million or more of coupons to buy whatever the hell they want in the city of Detroit. A larger creditor, though, FGIC, is still holding out and is trying to use the same tactics to get more stuff from the city. So let's see what the city gives them. Even while corporations, banks, and billionaires who use school tax dollars to build stadiums are running away with huge grabs on land in Detroit, thousands and thousands of other Detroiters are getting kicked out of their homes in the annual Wayne County foreclosure auction. Last month, the tax auction completed the first round in which people can buy foreclosed properties with the back taxes. And this month, October, people can buy those properties that didn't sell in the first round without the back taxes due on them, starting at $500. Unfortunately, thousands of these properties are still occupied by families who need to live in them. And so inevitably, hundreds and hundreds of families are going to get kicked out of their homes unless we do something about it. One of our Detroit Water Brigade volunteers, Michelle Oberholzer, started a campaign called the Tricycle Collective to help low-income families who are facing foreclosure buy back their homes at auction through a community nonprofit. You can check out more about them below. They're called the Tricycle Collective. And that wraps it up for today's first dispatch from Detroit. Keep fighting, everybody.